Actually, in my city, we live in Aventura. You know, we in South Florida at Macy's. We had my very first Sean John in-store event that I'm extremely excited about. You know, Macy's has always been a store that my mother brought me to since I was just like, I know my way around this store. You know, repping for Sean, for one of the flyest clothing companies in the game. I think it's a dream come true. And just to get them to come into the store. You know, Ricky Rose here. Also pick up some of that fly gear while you're here. It ain't gonna hurt.
What's in the name Ricky Rose? I'm sorry.
You know, that's just one of my many nicknames, and I think it was just time to run with it. You know what I mean? And it's just an alter ego in the club, having a good time. You know, letting the waitress know more bottles. You know what I mean? That's what I think of when I say it.
Freeway, yeah.
You know, I was never really, that was never really a huge issue. And, you know, it's still a possibility for him to, refile the charge. But when you know what's really going on, and, I got a great team with me, you know what I'm saying? Everything all right.
So you'll continue using the name, correct?
Of course.
Okay.
Still Rick Ross.
And finally, sorry. And finally, you just released Teflon Don in July. What or who were you referring to when you talk about Teflon Don?
That's the name of the album that's in stores, and it's my album, and it's an incredible album, and if you don't have it, you should go get it.
Where did the reference come from? And was it in relation to the mafia guy in prison?
I think that's obvious. You know, I think just where I stood as an artist, and where I came from, and for me to still be here, and one of the biggest artists. Maybe Lionel Richie.
Wow.
When I think of great music, I don't categorize music. One of my favorite albums was the Thriller album, and that's actually why I named my second album. When I think of great artists, I think of those names come to mind, and those are artists that hip hop hasn't, collaborated with, or it was very far and in between. So I would love to be one of the first artists to collaborate with a legend such as Lionel Richie, on a record that I feel the world would accept and appreciate.
Would you rap or would you sing?
Of course I would rap. I would lead the singing to the
Macy's team, Jerry, happy birthday again, Mama. Dallas in the building, we got Dade County in the building, Coral Springs in the building, Coral Lake High School, I see you. Everybody ready to check out the one and only.
Such a huge part of hip hop and fashion for over the last decade. I think it's only right to continue that tradition.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And whenever I'm from Miami and I can throw on little simple things, I think it only makes.
What is it about Miami that you love so much? Other than the weather.
Other than you gotta, the women, that's Miami. Not to mention, the 72 Dolphins,
Okay.
We the only undefeated. We can't let that slide.
Stay back, we are busy in the building.
I want him
Hold it. Hold back family in the building.
I ain't not shine, baby.
The whole shot top back in the building. For the nation of Rio Brothers, Sonny.
About the Bugatti Boys EP. That's actually me and Puff Daddy being in the studio a few sleepless nights, You know, and I think, you know, one of the things a lot of people forget is Puff Daddy is a producer first. You know, it's like he knows there's certain patterns and certain drums and kicks easily, you know, play with. So, you know, we was in the studio and we had to create it upward towards 5 or 6 grand for people. They were really excited, so we just decided to let 2 go, which was another one that we actually just shot a video for. You can go online and Google that. Another one, as well as Fountain Blue featuring Mass Pike Miles, and we released those records and they both been getting great responses. So, you know, we looking forward to the full-fledged album.
Ricky Rose, if in the building, basic, first floor, get in when you get in. Tell somebody, Ricky Rose, if in the building right now, already know who he is, man. They got music in the building. Shit. Oh. This is the new song off of Teflon.
Experience is priceless. You know, the relationships that Puff Daddy has established over the years would take me another 25, 30 years to establish. And me having him as a partner and it makes some things happen a little quicker. It's only an asset, you know what I mean? And I'm a person that know how to take advantage of that.
For the holidays, you know, you can only do that here at Macy's. Make sure you check out all that hot holiday gear up at our Vinny and the Sean John family. Check out those Sean John fragrances. I am king. Make sure you cop that. Somebody on your Christmas gift will love you very, very much. I promise.
You love Miami, you love Miami, you write music about Miami. What do you see for Miami in the future? What would you like to see?
I'm gonna be honest, I think it's looking like over the next decade we could become the most prominent city maybe in the world. You know, with the few pieces of the puzzles that's been added in the last 12 months, from the LeBron James to the Brandon, my whole scope, you know, what we doing with film now, you know, of course, what we doing in the music field, I think it's really setting Miami up to not only be the #1 vacation spot, but also be one of the biggest, you know, spots to make your moves. Saturday is Ricky Rose. Checking in with Premier Guy, Miami, Love Miami, and all that.